Hi Sagittarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of May 2nd to the 8th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the week, so just take what resonates, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. And don't forget to stick with me to the very end of this video to get an answer to your yes or no question. So think of it along the way. Now, the Song of Spirit chose to speak upon your week on shuffle, Good Day by Distant Cousins. Good day. I'll leave that down below for you to utilize in one way, shape, or form. And let's get started. We're going to begin by pulling a oracle card or several from the Sacred Light Oracle deck, and then we'll further speak upon your week with the Mermaid Tarot. I really feel like you're being quite secretive or recognizing that somebody or multiple people in your situation, in your life, are holding on to a secret that you somewhat sense is going to change things in the future. You may find that updates are coming towards you less frequently than you would desire for one reason or another, but accept that everything happens the way it's meant to. We have universal Merkaba. I always say this incorrectly, but talking about a sacred purpose, you have the answer. You have the answer individually. Interesting. They're saying not multiple. Lucid dreaming. You may find that you're going through a level of lucid, vivid dreaming, or you could find that people in your life are, and it's overwhelming is what they're saying. It's informing, but it can be definitely a form of messing with from certain spirits. I experience it often. Thinking about a dream that you had in the previous week potentially, or in the current week for some, and it just being something that you weren't meant to fully recognize or mull over per se until this point in the week. I really do feel like with the Good Day song, there's an underlying focus on you being a golden ray of light and feeling this giddy sort of laughter-esque moments coming about oneself at certain points in the week. Feeling as if there's just a focus on magical alchemy as well. Talking about innovation, curiosity ahead of your time. Feeling as if people, what I'm getting from this is people are seeing you as somebody who just has knowledge that they could be utilizing or that would benefit them due to all you've been through, okay? I feel like I'm struggling a little bit in your energy as I flip to the energy medicine card, talking about devotion, sensuality, fertility, and deep rest, okay? You need to rest. Your body is going to communicate with you at certain points in the week when you are doing too much. Let's continue to the tarot part of the reading. If you're being completely honest with yourself, there's a bit of disappointment, emotion floating to the surface at certain points in the week, and a need to, or a desire at the very least, to just start fresh emotionally, all right? Wanting to just leave the hurt, the disappointment, the difficulties behind, and just be one with the good days that you have ahead for you. They're saying because the majority of this week is truly positive for you. We have the Eight of Swords and the Two of Wands coming up for the center of your reading, talking about how you do feel quite trapped and limited, even if that's just in one's mind at certain points in the week. Your spirituality could feel a bit heavy. Again, talking about resting with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You could find that your temperature is altered at certain points of the week where you feel very icy, right? You could be experiencing cold weather in one way, shape, or form, or just find that people around you are just feeling very on edge or very serious, right? Do your best to warm up that environment, even if your temperature is, they're saying playing with one's mind. But yeah, you do feel quite trapped in a situation. It could be a job, a living situation, a connection, you name it. For some, it's multiple. A level of protection being reminded, which also can be a true message from the Four of Swords. Wanting to protect those you love the most, but not feeling you have the full capability at this point. Some being at arm's length, they're just it may not be your role at this point along their path. However that ends up panning out for you, you do have an immense amount of respect heading towards you as you look onto the horizon and recognize that things are changing so dramatically that you just long for more, but some of you not sure, can't put your finger on it, pinpoint it as to what that truly is. Or maybe at certain points of the week questioning whether or not you're desiring the right situations for oneself, the right levels of success. You're causing yourself more frustration than need be. Okay, we have the Three of Cups and the King of Wands. This just came out in the reading I did before. These two together, I mean. And I really do feel like you're pushed to celebrate to a certain extent what is meant to be bright and happy about your future, right? It just feels like you and your loved ones, especially two, if not three of which, are experiencing a level of stability coming to be, happiness, joy, expectations feeling quite large, preparation being quite relevant as well. I was just given this one scenario, whether it's relevant to you or not, where this is your energy being very passionate, very bold, very protective, very stern at certain points in the week, or the majority of which. And these are three people in your life feeling very celebratory, and you could just be sort of setting that very serious, stern tone in a lot of ways, but then at other points, it feeling quite reversed. Interesting. So you might feel very disconnected from people and how they're feeling energetically, emotionally, but then all the meanwhile, you do still feel connected to them for a lot of different reasons. They're saying history, okay? Knight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Ace of Swords coming out, being pushed to do what's right for you, as I do feel like there's a lot that isn't working for you at this time, right? When a situation feels quite stressful or just annoying, even if it's as simple as a conversation with a loved one or somebody you know, take a step back, turn around and just say, I gotta cool off, right? Because there's the potential to want to overreact or say something you might regret, okay? You can't control those around you, I feel the need to say, as you are going to feel very much ready to whip out that shield and guard oneself or defend your point or what you actually know is true or right. Again, being viewed as very wise, but utilize that in the right manner. There are points where agreeing to disagree is going to be your best route, okay? You may find that you're just thinking very thoroughly about going after a successful new beginning in a lot of ways, wanting to help people so badly once again, but feeling like you at times just need to do what's right for Sagittarius, okay? They're making me think about Virgo, and I did swap the two of you in the order I usually do the readings, although they'll be post in the normal order. I did Virgo and then Sagittarius, and they were just saying Virgo when I was trying to say your sign. You may have a Virgo in your midst, dealing with one, thinking about one, or just in your chart. Eight of Pentacles, working throughout the week, okay, at the very least, thinking about your work and figuring out how to simplify things moving forward, feeling quite burnt out from all that you've been putting forth. It feels like even outside of your day-to-day routine for work and all that, you're running a lot of errands, preparing, helping people. They're saying purchasing, building, creating, developing. You're just a busy bee, and I feel like you prefer that most of the time, but it does take a toll on one's body, emotional well-being, resource-wise. So just take a deep breath and going back to the Four of Swords, rest when you can. The wheel's turning for you. It feels like you're steering a ship that is going to go places. It just feels like all the meanwhile you see a situation just not changing, even if you or leaving your life, even if you once thought it would. Interesting. That's only for a select few, but this is how people are seeing you a lot of the week, male or female. Very stern, very bold, very guarded, but very much confident in a lot of ways, okay? Feeling as if when you need to adjust something, just adjust it, okay? If somebody's gonna do it, it's gonna be you. But all the meanwhile, just feeling as if there's a lot of love surrounding you, okay? They're now saying I would watch the Capricorn reading as you, okay, which I haven't even done yet, but I do feel as if you're pushed to recognize that there's a level of financial and materialistic stability on your horizon, and you're going to stumble upon a piece of advice in regards to that. Maybe a little bit difficult to swallow, given you're the one who I feel it normally would be giving out the advice, but all the meanwhile, you're going to find as if it just leaves you wanting to charge towards the new, charge towards the more simplistic but the more successful. I really feel as if it's a week where you're reminded that you're truly a teacher, a helper, a supporter, a guider is what they're saying. But there are certain points where the universe will put you, they're showing somebody being put in a seat to sit down and just be the student for a hot second, as there is a true benefit, a level of gaining to take place, okay? Allow for oneself to recognize that when the time is right for you, you'll hop on that chariot and do what's right for Sagittarius and or your loved ones, okay? So let's answer your question. For Sagittarius, they're now saying one motivated individual. Alrighty, you're getting an answer of yes. You got a yes. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Sag.